NFL players are ridiculously rich. This video contains the NFL's richest players ranked. We all know about how much these men make, but which of them are the richest? We're sure you have an idea of which ones fit where in this countdown, but are you right? Let's have a look. At number 12, Ben Roethlisberger, $100 million. Unlike some of his colleagues, Roethlisberger hasn't been in many advertisements throughout his career. Despite this, he lasted 17 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers, winning 2 Super Bowls and amassing a resume that will almost certainly land him in Canton one day. Oh, and according to SportTrack, he has made more than $250 million over his playing career, so he naturally makes the list. Number 11, Joe Montana at $100 million. Montana is thought to have earned around $25.5 million during his 10.5-year career in the NFL, which is only slightly more than what Philip Rivers earned in his final season with the Indianapolis Colts. Despite this, Montana owns a ranch in Calistoga, California with over 500 acres and has supported Skechers and Guinness among other notable brands. Joe should be unconcerned about his financial situation. Joe Montana Football is an American football video game for the Sega Genesis that was released in 1991. It was created by Electronic Arts and published by Sega, although the game has Joe Montana, as the title suggests, as a playable character. Because Sega did not get licensing from the NFL or National Football League Players Association, teams are named after generic US locations, leaving Joe Montana as the game's only true player. It was the inaugural installment of Sega's NFL football video game franchise. Number 10, Brett Favre at $100 million. Favre was a Hall of Fame quarterback who spent 20 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, Green Bay Packers, New York Jets, and Minnesota Vikings. As a player, Favre earned about $140 million and has a slew of endorsement deals including Wrangler and Copperfit. Favre led the NFL in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and quarterback victories at the time of his retirement. In addition to his consecutive starts, he maintains the league marks for the most interceptions, time sacked, and fumbles. From 1995 through 1997, he was named Most Valuable Player 3 times, the most the honor has been given in a row. Favre also set a record by leading the NFL in throwing touchdowns 4 times and was named to 11 Pro Bowls. In 2016, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Number 9, Aaron Rodgers, $120 million. Rodgers has amassed a net worth of over $240 million as a player, and with his recent NFL MVP caliber season, he stands to earn even more before his playing career ends. Rodgers, like his predecessor, has had a lot of success with endorsements, with State Farm and Bose being 2 of his most well-known collaborations. Rodgers will also be on Jeopardy! Guest host on an episode. After his Hall of Fame career, he's anticipated to succeed in whatever he chooses to do. Rodgers has a minority ownership share in the Milwaukee Bucks of the NBA, and as a result, he is considered an NBA champion after the Bucks won the NBA Finals in 2021. He is the only quarterback to have a passer rating of over 120 in multiple seasons. He is also one of 4 quarterbacks to pass for 40 touchdowns in multiple seasons, and one of 4 quarterbacks to pass for at least 35 touchdowns in 4 seasons. Number 8, Russell Wilson, $135 million. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback who guided the organization to its first and only Super Bowl victory in 2014, is near the bottom of the list. The Seahawks drafted him in 2012, and he's been with them ever since. Wilson is presently the highest paid NFL player, with the Seahawks paying him roughly $35 million every season. He also has endorsement partnerships with some of the world's most well-known brands such as Nike, Bose, and Mercedes-Benz. Wilson has a variety of profitable business ventures. Number 7, John Elway, $145 million. Elway amassed a net worth of more than $45 million during his great playing career, which he has parlayed into a successful second act. Elway was the general manager of the Denver Broncos from 2011 to 2020, during which time he helped the team sign Peyton Manning and win Super Bowl 50. He is now the president of football operations for the team. When he sold his car dealerships for $82.5 million in 1997, he made nearly double his total NFL salary, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Not to mention, he has numerous endorsement deals which include Chevrolet, Sprint, and Nestle. Number 6, Eli Manning, $150 million. Eli has done well for himself despite being the younger brother. Manning earned $252.3 million during his 16 seasons with the New York Giants, according to SportTrack. Though Manning may not have had the greatest sponsorships in his own home, Forbes points out that he has previously worked with Nike, Hublot, Toyota, Visa, DirecTV, and Gatorade. During his career with the Giants, he won 2 Super Bowls and was awarded Super Bowl MVP both times. He was once making around $8 million per year only from endorsements at one stage. Number 5, Drew Brees, $160 million. Brees hasn't declared his retirement as of this writing, but it's expected to happen soon. If that's the case, he made about $270 million over the course of his record-setting career with the San Diego Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Furthermore, Brees has already agreed to join NBC's NFL coverage, and if he establishes himself as a successful media personality, he could easily make a fortune in the booth. Brees has been a member of the NFL since 2001, and he has been a member of the Louisiana Saints since 2006. His most notable accomplishment thus far has been winning Super Bowl 44 and being voted Super Bowl MVP. He owns a Jimmy John's franchise and owns a quarter of Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. Number 4. Tom Brady, $200 million. Brady is back in the Super Bowl at the age of 43, and he's fended off Father Time so successfully that it wouldn't surprise me if he's still playing in 5 years. Brady has his own lifestyle brand, TB12, in addition to endorsement relationships with brands like Under Armour. Brady has earned almost $260 million in his 21 NFL seasons, and his 2-year, $50 million contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still has a year left on it. Brady isn't even the wealthiest member of his family, as his wife, supermodel Gisele Bündchen, is reported to be worth $400 million. The GOAT played for the New England Patriots for 19 seasons, winning a record 6 Super Bowls. He just signed with the Buccaneers and is now one of the highest paid players in the NFL. Brady's 2-year deal with the Buccaneers is guaranteed for $50 million. But that's not all. Through incentives, he might even earn an additional $4.5 million every year. Number 3. Steve Young, $200 million. Young made a lot of money during his playing career, earning about $50 million. Young has had even more financial success since retiring following the 1999 season, despite having a Hall of Fame career on the field. Young, 59, is the managing director of the equity firm Huntsman Gay Global Capital, which he co-founded in addition to serving as an analyst for ESPN. According to Celebrity Net Worth, it is a private equity firm with a $4.3 billion in assets under management. He spent 13 seasons with the 49ers, winning 3 Super Bowls during that time. For the first 2 Super Bowls, he was Joe Montana's backup, but in Super Bowl 29, he was named MVP. Young amassed a substantial fortune during his playing career, but the majority of his fortune came after he retired. Number 2. Peyton Manning, $250 million. What else can I say? Manning seemed to win the NFL MVP every season during a 15-year run and appeared in 2 out of every 3 advertisements. Peyton Manning is a name that almost everyone in the United States has heard of. The 2-time Super Bowl champion and 14-time Pro Bowler spent the majority of his career with the Indianapolis Colts before finishing his career in Denver. Manning continues to appear in nationwide advertisements despite the fact he hasn't played in the NFL in more than half a decade. Manning earned well, about $250 million as a player, setting an NFL record with 5 MVP honors. Every year, ESPN appears to try to persuade him to join the Monday Night Football booth, and you get the impression he'll say yes one of these years. How much could Peyton command if Tony Romo is earning $17 million a year? And at number 1, Roger Staubach at $600 million. Staubach is at the top of this list, but there's a catch. His post-career earnings dwarf his earnings as a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys in the 1970s. Staubach sold his real estate company for more than $600 million in 2008 after launching it late in his playing career. Staubach, who is now 78 years old, is thought to be the wealthiest current or past NFL player of all time. The 2-time Super Bowl winner and former Dallas Cowboys quarterback, you'll notice a lot of QBs on this list, played for 10 years until retiring in 1979. While Staubach made a lot of money with the Cowboys, he made the majority of his money in other ventures. He was a partner in the Staubach Company, a real estate firm that sold for $613 million in 2008. Advertisements and color commentary have also helped him make money. Is there anybody we left out? If so, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and as always, we'd love to have you back. Until then, take care.